What's up, you guys? This is Abe coming at you with another raw anime review, and I believe this is take 6 if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember. Alright, so in this anime review I want to talk about Shinmai Maou Testament, and pretty much it's a light novel adaptation, and the genre is action, fantasy, ecchi romance, and it's done by Studio Production IMS. I'm not too familiar with that studio, but alright, so let's talk about the plot. The plot at first, it's kind of confusing, but alright, I'm gonna try my best to explain it. First of all, we have Basara, which is our main protagonist, and he's in a restaurant with his dad. Pretty much they're kind of talking, and it turns out that his dad is remarrying Chihaya. In the restaurant, they're gonna meet up with Basara's new stepsisters, which is Mio and Maria, and it turns out that they're demons. So Mio and Mario move in with Basara. So they kind of, the first episode is kind of like, them kind of moving in and stuff like that. But like, it turns out that Maria could kind of like alter Basara's dad memories, so they're not really their stepsisters or anything like that. His dad's not really remarrying Chihaya, was just kind of like some made up person. And then it turns out that Basara is a hero, the way they put it in the anime. It's just kind of like a magical warrior that fights off demons. So Basara fights Mio and Maria and kicks them out of the house, but then Basara kind of has a change of heart and goes back to rescue them to kind of be quote unquote become a family, and then afterwards Mio is the demon lord's daughter, and they want to have other demons kind of want to kill her and the heroes too. So the first season kind of focuses on trying to protect Mio from the other demons and the heroes. So that's pretty much the plot. Alright, you guys, now let's talk about our main characters. First of all, we have Basara, which is our, like I mentioned, a hero, a magical warrior, and the main protagonist. Now, he's very overprotective when it comes to Mio and Maria, and they have some character development on him because he has a dark past. Now, I don't want to spoil it. Next up, we have Mio, which is the ex-demon lord's daughter, and she's pretty much, at first she's skeptical of being Basara's stepsister, but as the anime progresses, she's more acceptance of it. And then next up we have Maria, which is a succubus. Maria's just, she's very fun to watch. She's very, what's the right word? She's an extrovert. Her being a succubus, just all the ecchi scenes, just she's pretty much the reason why the ecchi it makes sense and it's good in this anime. Now, she does a ritual where Mio and Basara kind of make a master slave pact between both of them. The purpose is for them to kind of interact like in a more sexual way. Next up we have Yuki, and she's pretty much Basara's childhood friend, and she has a crush on Basara. She's pretty much very calm and serious. She kind of seems like the really quiet type. Towards the later end of the anime, Maria does the same ritual that she did with Mio and Basara. So overall, the characters, you could say they're somewhat generic. Alright, you guys, now let's continue with the music. Now, the opening is a kind of rock pop, somewhat generic song. The ending is a pop. It's kind of similar to the opening, but it has a more popish feel to it. During the scenes, the background music is usually like a piano, a flute, or an accordion, and overall the music it's okay. Alright, so now let's talk about the animation. The animation it's okay. It's not the best. It doesn't really matter when, it's not harmful to watch or anything like that. The kind of like, the funny thing about it is that it looks good when you watch it in HD. However, if you watch it in, in low quality, or it just looks kind of cheesy sometimes, the animation, but it's fine as long as you watch it in HD. All right, you guys, now let's continue with our next segment, which are the positives and the negatives. Let's start off with the positives. Now, overall, this anime has good storytelling. For the exception of the first impressions, the way they handled it, I mean, overall, it's just very solid. The plot, the anime is generic, but it's the good kind. And what I mean by this, it's enjoyable to watch. You know, the drama is good, it makes sense, it's not forced. The action is also well presented, it's good, it's not just random people fighting for the sake of it. And when it comes to the ecchi, it's above average, and it's well presented also. I mean, and especially because of Maria. Now, she's the reason why the ecchi is so good, and it makes sense. It's not just the straight up, 10 times I'm gonna fall all over your nuts, or vice versa, the very well known, or the I'm gonna fall and grab your tits and shit. And now let's continue with the negatives. When it comes to first impressions, I mean, it's just so horrible. What I first thought, I was gonna be like, oh my god, this is just gonna be a waste of time, it's gonna be a very shitty anime. And once you get past the first impressions, it's usually good sailing. When it comes to the censoring, now the censoring is very hard on this anime, and it's just a huge turnoff because it's not just like little bit of censoring here and there. I mean, they cover up almost the whole screen, which is just it's kind of funny sometimes, but I mean, like, it's just the censoring is hard on this one. Hopefully later on it comes out uncensoring, and I can't wait for that. Now, the characters are also generic, especially Yuki. Sometimes I felt like she was just a walking corpse. Like, there wasn't much to her. And also the other characters, you could say they're somewhat generic. When it comes to the whole stepsister theme, now, for me, I didn't really get that much. I don't know if in Japan or their culture, they're kind of more accepted. They have more of an understanding of, I don't know, but the whole stepsister theme was kind of cheesy sometimes for me. Continue on with my final thoughts. Alright, let's finish off this anime review with my final thoughts. And overall, definitely check this anime out if you're into the whole ecchi harem genre. And definitely it was refreshing. It was just fun to watch. Like, after each episode, I just wanted to see more. Once you get past the first episode, I mean, it's just, you're definitely gonna enjoy this anime. Even if you're not into the whole ecchi, I mean, the censoring is hard, so I mean, it covers up the whole screen, so you could get over that. Also, like, to finish this off, this anime kind of had the whole high school DxD vibe to it, and it wasn't strictly copy and paste, but I just kind of had it kind of reminded me a little bit of it. And definitely check this anime out. And that's about it, you guys. Take care, and hopefully I do another anime review soon. So see ya.